Hello, I'm Esther from the Galloway and Southern Ayrshire Biosphere, and with me is Nick from the Galloway Glens project, and we're going to have a lovely walk around the Donald Watson's Arts Trail that starts here in Dalry. The Biosphere would like to use this art trail as part of the Spring Fling experiences.
Well met, Esther, and you're going to join us on a little walk around the Watson trails today, looking at landscape that inspired Watson.
Yeah.
I think one of the things people should take away from this is not just the art,
Yeah.
in terms of the art, but the landscapes that Watson painted, and reflect upon the change between the 50s, 60s and 70s when he was painting and what we have now, and maybe some thoughts as to how you want it to be in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, it has changed quite a bit, hasn't it? I mean, it's just incredible.
Yeah, land use change is something which it happens at a rapid pace, but not so rapid that we don't get used to it very quickly. So I think it's really important to have a look at that, going backwards in time and seeing what it was like, and then going back forwards as well. But just before we go, I'll just very quickly bring your attention to this church that's behind us here. This is the Dalry Church, and for another project in Dalry, this is really important with the explanation of the Coventry times. And behind you, just there, is a grim stone,
Yeah.
which has a number of people who were executed buried under it. I won't say too much more. I think you should just come to the Dalry Church and read the signs and the town hall,
Yeah.
and they'll tell you all about what's going on during a very dark period of Scotland's history. Isn't it funny, as you get older, well, I've found this for myself, that maybe sometimes the creativity you didn't realise you had starts coming out, and through this pretty dark period we've been through, I found quite a lot of solace in making things.
Yeah, and I really, I mean, for me, it's very, very important. I mean, it's not just the recording of things that I see, but it also gives you a different angle, but just a different thinking process. And obviously with Spring Fling, it's just obviously the highlight when everything sort of culminates. The artists show their work and you see how they are creative. Right, I absolutely love the countryside here. It's so inspiring. I mean, today the light is just wonderful. It's and sort of, you almost can hear spring as well, and it's so important to record what you have around, because it's changing, as we've seen with Donald Watson, and B, you get an emotional connection to the landscape. And it doesn't really matter how good or bad you are, but it's that act of observing, and that's what I find important. Everybody does it in a different way, and I just do the sketching. What's there. I love some sort of architecture because it gives scale. Others I just really hone into. Sort of plans or whatever, people, whatever is around. Everybody got their own style.
So that's picking up, I guess you're picking up the bold lines, aren't you, in this? And that's giving you the structure?
Yeah, it just gives you the substance. I mean, the actual sort of dimensions will come with the colour.
Well, Esther, I was so keen to take you up here, and it's stunning, isn't it?
It's absolutely wonderful.
And you've got Loch Ken out there in the distance, and it's been so wet recently, that floodplain is that's massive and glowing. And then we'll pan round the camera in a minute, but you've got the whole sort of like landscape of Carnsmouth, Cairnsborough Fleet, and up into the Rins, etc. It's just... And how far is this from Dalry?
Well, we have chatted a lot, so in terms of time, it's probably not the normal
15 minutes walking.
But it's a really, I mean, it's just down there, and it's not that strenuous. It's really good and easy to walk up here, and you have got this amazing view. It's absolutely stunning. And
the wildlife we're seeing from up here. So in the distance, we've got skeins of geese floating around in the valley. And the skylarks
everywhere displaying, that is just really does it for you, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think, we'll speak about this later, but I think the Watson Trail here is just shows a simple thing,
Yeah.
how you can then use it. And I think you're going to maybe doodle something now, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah. I will. You know, I see already something. I will doodle. Yes.
Okay. You get doodling.
I get doodling, and then we can talk more about this amazing landscape. But what a trail! What an inspiration this is.
And this is all what Donald would have been painting. So it's very much get it into the mindset of what was he painting. What would we paint now?
Yeah.
What would you like to paint in the future? How would you like this landscape to be?
Yeah, I mean, in this point, you know, and this is what happens with Donald Watson as well. It was recording as much as, you know, being inspired by.
Yep.
And this is what happens. Yeah, so let's see what I can record today.
This day when the Biosphere, the Watson Arts Trail and Spring Fling all get together, when is it and how do you get involved?
Right, it will be on the 2nd of June, so it will be the Thursday. You find out about this on the Spring Fling website, and obviously through our channels from the Biosphere. But I also actually want to say this is an amazing thing what we put together, because you see the exhibition about Donald Watson's work at by McClellan, the Smithy. This is where you meet, and then you've got the walk with a fantastic guy called Roger Croft, who really knows the area.
Well, that was, as I said, a fantastic view.
It's just how amazing was
And
that?
you can see the landscape stretched out
Just
around you.
and the snow on the hills today, it's just absolute glow. It was just,
really looking forward to seeing how you pick that up in that sketch.
Oh well, yeah.
There's not so many strong lines, but you've got the loch there.
Yeah.
Sort of in the distance, and the boldness of the hills around it is fantastic.
Yeah.